Good afternoon. My name is Yvonne Hogel, and I am the Commission's designated presiding officer in this hearing. Today is August 3rd, 2020, and it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the date and time set for the hearing in the petition of Sage Telecom Communications, LLC, doing business as TruConnect, to amend its designation as an eligible telecommunications carrier in the state of Utah to participate in the Utah Universal Service Fund. Let's take appearances for the record, please, beginning with the applicant. Go ahead.
This is Lance Steinhardt, the attorney for TruConnect Communications. Also have Nate, I'm sorry.
I was just going to tell you, yes, please go ahead and introduce whoever is also.
I also have Nathan Johnson, who's the, go ahead, Nathan.
I was going to say this is Nathan Johnson, the co-CEO of TruConnect Sage, so I'm on this call.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Can you spell your name for the reporter, please?
Yes, Nathan, last name Johnson, Johnsson.
Anybody else for the applicant or with the applicant?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's, what about the division?
Hi, this is Justin Jetter with the Utah Attorney General's Office, representing the Utah Division of Public Utilities. And I haven't heard him join us yet, but the division intends to call Casey Coleman as its witness today if he joins us. If not, I may seek to, proffer a statement on behalf of the division.
Okay. Anybody else from the division? All right. For the office, please.
Yes, this is Robert Moore of the AG's office, representing the Office of Consumer Services. With me is the Office Utility Analyst, Alex Ware.
I am here.
Okay, Mr. Ware, does the court reporter need Mr. Ware to spell his name? Sure.
ALEXWARE.
And could I get Mr. Casey Coleman's spelling?
This is Justin Jetter. It doesn't sound like Casey's on with us, but his name is CASEYCOLEMAN.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Coleman on? Okay, it doesn't sound like he is. Okay, thank you, everybody. This case has been resolved through stipulation. TruConnect, the Division of Public Utilities and the Office of Consumer Services have agreed on the petition, and we are here to give the parties the opportunity to present the stipulation and to support it to the commission. Mr. Steinhardt, are you ready to put on your witness?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Sorry.
I apologize.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was just going to call Mr. Johnson. Do you want to swear him in, or?
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Let me start with him. Yeah, Mr. Johnson, can you please state your name, title, and business address for the record, please?
Nathan Johnson, Chairman and co-CEO of TruConnect and Sage. Address is 1149 South Hill Street, Suite 400, LA, California, 90015.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Please proceed, Mr. Steinhardt. I apologize. apologize. I should have done that from the very beginning, but please.
Petition filed in this docket 202601-01 for your amendment to your ETC designation, Universal Service Fund.
Yes, I am.
And was it prepared by you or at your direction, the petition?
At my direction.
And are you also familiar with the stipulation and settlement agreement that was executed in this docket?
Yes, I am.
And do you and the company support the stipulation and settlement agreement and wish it to be entered into the record in the final order?
Yes, we do.
Mr. Steinhardt.
Okay, I have no further direct examination. I guess I would make a motion put the stipulation and settlement into the final record to be incorporated in the order.
Thank you. Do we have any objections?
No
Okay,
objection from the division.
Thank you.
This is Robert Moore, no objections.
Okay, thank you. We will admit the stipulation into the record.
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson, do you have a summary of your support for the stipulation, or do you wish the stipulation to speak for itself, or how do you want to proceed?
No, I wish the stipulation to speak for itself. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I guess now we can see if the division's witness has appeared. Mr. Ware, are you on?
Casey Coleman, I'm here. Sorry, I was a little bit late getting online, but I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Jetter, please proceed.
Great, thanks. I'd like to just start by having Mr. Coleman sworn in.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Coleman, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Coleman, would you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Yeah, my name is Casey J. Coleman, and I'm a utility technical consultant for the state of Utah and the public utilities.
Thank you. And in the course of your employment, have you had an opportunity to review the petition that was filed in this case, or this docket, excuse me, as well as the direct testimony of Nathan Johnson for Sage Telecom? And in addition, have you had an opportunity to review the stipulated settlement agreement?
Yes.
And do you believe that the stipulated settlement agreement is just and reasonable in result, and approval of that agreement by the Utah Public Service Commission would be in the public interest?
Yes.
And are you aware of any opposition to approval of this settlement agreement?
No, I am not.
Thank you. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay, thank you. Those are all of the direct questions I have for Mr. Coleman. He's available for questions from cross-examination or questions from the commission.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions? And Mr. Steinhardt, do you have any questions for Mr. Coleman?
No, I thank you.
Okay, Mr. Moore, do you have any questions for Mr. Coleman?
No questions, thank you.
Okay. And
that is all of the... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask Mr. Steinhardt if he would like to move for the direct testimony of Mr. Nathan Johnson, filed April 30th, 2020, to be included in the record I recall him moving for this settlement stipulation to be entered into the record, but I don't recall him entering the direct testimony of Mr. Johnson into the record before we proceed.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to so move to enter the direct testimony of Mr. Johnson into the record. Thank you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Any objections?
No objections from the division.
Robert Moore, no objection from the office.
Okay, thank you. The direct testimony of Mr. Nathan Johnson has been entered into the record. Mr. Moore, would you like to put your witness on, please?
Yes, the Office of Consumer Service would like to call Alex Ware and ask that he be sworn.
Mr. Ware, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Could you please state your name and how you're employed for the record?
Yes, my name is Alex Ware, and I'm a utility analyst with the Office of Consumer Services.
Mr. Ware, in your capacity as a utility analyst, have you worked on Docket 202601-01, and are you familiar with the record in this docket?
Yes, I'm familiar with the record, and I worked on this docket as well as my colleague who is now retired, Cheryl Murray.
Have you read and did you participate in negotiations and drafting the settlement stipulation that is the subject of this hearing?
Yes.
Is it the OCS's position that the subject stipulation, taken as a whole, is just and reasonable and result and in the public interest?
Yes.
Have you prepared a summary of the OCS's position on the settlement?
Yes, I have.
Please proceed.
Okay, thank you. Again, my name is Alex Ware. My address is 160 East, 300 South, Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm a utility analyst with the Office of Consumer Services. On behalf of the office, I and my now retired colleague Cheryl Murray have reviewed all the documents that have been filed in this case and participated in discussions that led to the stipulation that's before the Commission today. Sage Telecom's enhanced Utah Lifeline program offering of 1,000 voice minutes, unlimited text messages, and 3 gigabytes of mobile broadband exceeds the minimum requirements for the wireless telecommunications provider to receive Utah Universal Service Funds for the Lifeline program. The office believes that the stipulation before the Commission is just, reasonable in result, and in the public interest, and recommends that the Commission approve it. That's the end of my statement.
Mr. Ware is now available for cross-examinations and questions from the hearing officer.
Mr. Jenner, does the division have any questions for Mr. Ware?
The division has no questions for Mr. Ware. Thank you.
Mr. Steinhardt?
No, we have no questions.
Okay.
This is Robert Moore again. The office has nothing more.
Okay, I guess I just have one question for Mr. Johnson. The stipulation states that TruConnect will maintain a fact sheet with Utah-specific information that will include information about the services that they will receive. And I guess my question is whether that fact sheet has been uploaded or is available to the public as stated in that subparagraph 7A.
Yes, it has been.
Okay,
I'm
so it is
sorry,
available already.
I'm sorry, give the answer, Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, can you repeat?
Yes. Yeah, the answer is
believe-
yes, it has been.
Yes, it has been uploaded. It is available for public viewing. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I don't believe I have any additional questions. thank you, everybody, for your testimony and for your support of the stipulation, and we will issue an order soon. Okay?
Right. Thank you very much.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.